Hey everybody, what is up? Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Mercier. I'm actually really excited about this video. I've been wanting to do it for some time, but I've been really trying to gather the last 4 weeks what I had in my personal collection from the brand, and also added a few other things. So basically this is a full face other than concealer. I'm actually really excited to try her concealer, but I didn't get my hands on it yet. But I don't have a concealer, nor do I have an eyeshadow palette. I did look online to get an eyeshadow palette, and to be honest with you, none of them really, caught my attention. So I have two palettes that I've been using a lot lately for everyday looks or kind of glamming it up. So I'm going to put that in the video so you can actually see them, in the, in action. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so anyways, I went online the other day and I seen that Sephora was having a super duper sale on this foundation. So this is the Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. So I didn't pick up not one, but I picked up 3. And what I'm going to do is in the future, probably in the next month, I'm going to be doing a giveaway with this guy. Literally, I had a puff that I love of hers. Literally, this is how mine looks. That's how nasty it looks. It said this, and a mini size travel translucent powder, which I love her translucent powder. I just wish and prefer it didn't have talc in it. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway on that. Stay tuned for that. Obviously, I will do a video letting you guys know when I'm going to be doing that. Okay. So these 2 shades that I got from her brand, is neither one of them are my shades, unfortunately. And none of them that I have are my shades. So I thought I did my research pretty well, and it turns out it was 3 o'clock in the morning when I was ordering them online, and I didn't do my research enough. So these are actually for fair skin shades, and yes, I am pale, but not this pale. Even a cold day in winter, I probably couldn't pull these off. So what I'm going to do, I ended up mixing these 2 the other day to see what I could come up with. And I think I'll be okay. So we're going to be mixing the shade Shell, which is definitely more of a neutral undertone. And then the Ivory shade, which definitely is more of a golden undertone. So you can definitely see the difference between the 2. Okay. So I have nothing on my face right now. So first we're going to do primer. This is a primer I've never used from her. To be honest, I don't like a Radiance primer. This would be the first in my collection. I think Physicians Formula had the Spotlight primer, but this is going to be a first. So how it's a little tip for me to you. If you don't go in buying something super expensive, I've done that, been there, and it's never worked out for me. Grab a travel size. This is $22, and I'd rather spend this than the $50, so. All right, so we are gonna put this on. It looks like a Becca highlighter. That's what it kind of looks like. All right, so we are gonna put this on, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it and put it more on, where I would kind of highlight. And then kind of put it down. I kind of added a little too much, to be honest with you, but it's okay. The back doesn't give you any details, whether it's going to take care of pores, fine lines. It just literally says Radiant Primer. It's not doing the super light primer. I remember Spotlight primer from Physicians Formula was very shiny, and you can tell right off the bat that it was too much. So this is not bad. Obviously, I didn't put it on my pore area. I'm not sticky. I am going to go a step further, though, because I really want to try this foundation out with, my normal everyday stuff. So I'm going to take the Pores No More Pore Refiner from Dr. Brandt's. Been using this stuff now for a long, long time, and I'm in love with it. So what I do is take this, put it in this area where I really have trouble, and just kind of press it in this area. Still working on my background a little bit. I just built one of these shelves today. This room's going to be changed around. I just ordered a couch over there. I'm going to be changing. You're not going to see this, I'm hoping, anymore. You're going to kind of see that area, I feel. I don't know. I'm still figuring stuff out. I'm changing my name to my channel. I'm hoping. I kind of want to do reviews, beauty reviews by Michelle. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. All right. So anyways, that is good. Sometimes, too, I like to take my damp beauty blender and just kind of press on the skin. Okay. Too much time, Michelle. So next I'm going to take this little glass palette. I have this in my skincare drawer that's right here. I have this little guy. It's literally a soap dish. I bought it at a dollar store for $1. I don't need anything fancy. If it breaks because it's glass, not that big of a deal. So I'm going to be using this to mix both shades. Glass bottle, nice pump. And we are going to go in. I'm gonna pull my hair back a little bit. I just feel like I got my hair cut and I'm already starting to grow a little bit. You know? Okay. So I'm gonna take it on the beauty blender. We're just gonna go back and forth on the skin. Yeah. I don't know about this. I mean, it's definitely not my shade, but with bronzing and stuff, and I'm so sorry, I look so tired, and I don't know why I got so much sleep the past 2 days. So this side looks a little bit, I don't know what's going on. All right, so we are going to take a little bit more. Probably too much at this point, but what can you do? It doesn't say on the box, I feel. So it says, the twinkling of candles, the romance of nightfall, this lit from within romance. Creates a soft candlelit glow at any time of the day with unique light reflecting pigments that mimic candlelight. This light as air whipped formula gives skin a double boost of hydration by refreshing waters that provide long-lasting moisture. Okay, so obviously with that being said, this is definitely not full coverage. And sometimes I'm okay. I've been loving this and using this every single day since I've self-tanned. The shade is a little bit dark for me if I don't have self-tanner on. This is the shade 425. I need to get the shade 420. But I've been loving this, like in love with it and using it every single day. It's so quick and convenient and easy to use. So I was hoping me buying this would kind of do the same thing. I feel this is a little more full coverage and it's like 12 bucks. But I'm not going to keep, you know, caking it on. I don't think sometimes that is the right answer. But one thing that off the gate is really bugging me that I know is probably going to be a deal breaker, to be honest, is my nose. It's just not sticking. Like I can blend and blend. And you can still see that redness right here, like that. Yeah, that's not a good thing for me. So around the cheek area and the forehead, it's doing well. It's not doing anything like the disappear act. I have a lot of foundations for some reason that really disappear on my nose, and I kind of don't use them ever again, to be honest, because even if I can make them stay on my nose, by the time I start getting into my day, whether I'm sweating or working or, you know, whatever, my face is like, all the color is correct. You know, it's color corrected with the foundation. But halfway through the day, you just see my redness. So you see a nice face of color correction, and then my nose is just bright red. So I can tell off the bat that is not going to work for me. So we're gonna see how concealer does on top. Maybe that will fix it. I doubt it. And like, see, you can see this area, and I put foundation on top of that area. But this looks good. This looks good. It's just the nose part, which will drive me insane. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I don't have a concealer from the line, so what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of this left. This is the True Match Super Blendable Concealer. I mentioned in my concealer video that I actually really love this. And since this is kind of light makeup, I'm going to put this on, kind of use the rest. I don't like this doe flip. It reminds me of the Maybelline Rewind, but the Maybelline Rewind doesn't move, where this is real flimsy. So it's hard to get a precise. So we're gonna pile it on the nose, hopefully. It will make a difference. Taking my beauty blender, I'm gonna look up. And I don't know why I go from eye and then face. I don't know. I'm gonna let it sit on my nose for a moment before going in. I'm gonna put it on top of my eyelid for extra, you know, kind of like a primer. Oh, I forgot. I have a primer from her. I'm going to lightly blend that in to the nose area, and hopefully that will kind of piece it together. I look so tired, and I got so much sleep. So now I'm just taking the side of the Beauty Blender and just kind of pressing everything in, just very lightly. Yeah, see, my redness is peeking through. And I've used that concealer so many times. It's not the concealer, it's definitely more the foundation. Okay. All right, I'm done fussing. So next we're gonna go in with powder, and Laura Mercier, I love her translucent powder, but it has so much talc in it. So I'm going to stick for under eyes. I'm going to go into the pure 2-in-1 mineral powder. I'm going to take a Real Techniques setting brush, go in very lightly, and tap in my under eye area. I'm going to go around my nose. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go in and powder the rest of the face, and I'm going to take her translucent powder. This is $23, and you get a lot in here. I just finished probably like 3 months ago her same size of this one. It took me about a year to finish it, so that's a pretty good deal. To keep with the high-end theme, we're going to go in with the Kevyn Aucoin loose powder brush, and I'm just going to press and lightly go in. You can also take this puff too if you have dry skin, like I find in the winter time, it's very nice to take something like this and just lightly just kidding, put the powder on. So you can do that as well. I like to kind of take a brush and just I was going to take a little bit of my Natasha Denona powder and put that around my nose to kind of save the day, but we're going to stick with the brand. All right, so next I'm going to go into a bronzer that I love. I've actually been back into using this every single day. So this is the Dune Bronze Press Powder. And I believe, to be honest with you, they don't make this anymore. So if they don't, I'm sorry, but this is really good. It's very good for my skin tone, especially when I'm pale. So I'm going to take a Kat Von D brush and go in, and this is something I don't really tap off. This is something that does need a lot of buildup, and I feel sometimes that can be annoying, but I feel if you're a new beginner and you're learning how to blend or where you want your contour at, your bronzer at, this could be a really good deal for you because it's kind of bulletproof. You're not going to mess it up, and now I'm just gonna dab. You're not gonna mess it up. This is something that you can build up, go back to, and I love that idea. You know, there's some times where I put a new bronzer on and I'm like, oh my god, that is way too dark for me, and I'm just kind of screwed. Yes, you can go in with more powder, but if you have dry skin like I do, more powder could really hurt you as well. So sometimes building something up, yeah, it might take you a few extra minutes, but I'm okay with that. And it's very lightweight, especially with something like this. You don't want to go too crazy. You want to have it a little bit, you know, lighter and brighter. So I don't mind it. So next, and I could go a little bit harder too with my brush if I wanted to, but you can see it, pigmented, love it. I'm going to take this brush from Luxie and go right here, down the nose. So I don't go all the way up like some people do. My nose is very long and I don't want it to look super long. I kind of just love using the powder underneath. So really, it actually really does make a difference. I would never do this step because I felt it's way too much. You know, I don't want to be the person that doesn't super blend and then you're going out looking, you know, like a hot mess. But when you have a fluffy brush like this, like I love this kind of brush because you can take this and really precisely kind of, you know, do what you got to do. If you want to do more of a structure kind of contour. Me, I never do because I feel I'm very skinny in the face. I want everything to look a little more chunkier. But this is really good. Been loving this bronzer lately, so there is that. Next, I'm going to go into one of my favorite blushes from Laura Mercier, and this is the Plum Radiance. This picks up, shows up very quickly. So even just doing this, tapping it off. And I like to pounce my blush in. Like you could already tell versus this side. And the blush and the bronzer are already owned, and I love. I also love this brush. I picked this brush up from Marshall's. It's from Bella Beauty, and it's kind of really big. Like someone's like, one of my friends said to me, oh my god, that is huge. But I love it because just this part, like this tip part, goes on in the pan. So you can actually really precisely get where you want to go. Like I always put my blush up a little bit higher, so when I smile, it gets right in that area. So, all right. Love the blush. Next, we're going to actually use this for a highlighter. So this is something that scares me. I think they were trying to do like an hourglass thing and make it like one of their fabulous, you know, all over face like light highlight powders. So this is the Candlelight Mineral Illuminating Face Powder. I would not use this all over my face. Initially, when you go in the pan, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's just, that is way too glittery for me. So there's a little bit in the lid. That's what I kind of stick to. And I would use that as a highlight all over the face. Probably not. Taking my Milani brush. Like that's, I mean, it's very pretty. I don't know if I would use it for my everyday highlights. Whew. I've watched a few YouTubers put this all over their face, and it was so funny to me because it really wrecked the makeup. I don't know why someone would do that. Maybe I'm just, you know, you're supposed to use a certain brush or put it in certain areas. I use this as a highlight. Very beautiful as a highlight. I think it's just way too much as a face powder. So there is that. Also, too, something I'm going to mention, but I'm not going to use. I have used this before, and I just don't prefer it. So this is from Mercier. I keep saying that. Everyone knows. Unless there's something new, everyone knows it's from Mercier. I'm such a dumbass sometimes. So this is the Secret Brightening Powder. And I got this, and this in a holiday kit. Translucent powder, the mineral powder that I just put on for highlight, and this guy. So this is meant to, you know, brighten the under eye area. Becca has one really similar to it. I think Hourglass might have one as well. Don't quote me on that though. I have used this before in the past, and I think it's better than the Becca one because Becca has little bits of specks of glitter or like shimmer, where this, oh, it doesn't. It's very finely milled. And when you put it on, it's very brightening. I think it would have too much flashback, and it has like too much glare for me. So if you like that sort of thing, I would get this one because of the formula and the texture of the powder. But I don't prefer something like that, so we are going to put that down. But it does exist, so there you go. So next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay B6, and I'm going to put that all over the face. This takes care of redness, oil, and pores. So that's why I like that. Okay, so this is how we look like so far. You can definitely see the highlight, the bronzer, the blush. So next we're going to do is I have an eyeshadow primer from Mercier, and I don't know where I put it, to be honest with you. But I did powder and do all that, so to be honest, I'm probably not going to use it. I didn't like it. I used it in a long time video ago. It might not even be good, to be honest with you. I used it in a video. I think the video is not even up on my channel anymore. But I didn't like it then, so. All right, so let's get into the two palettes I've been loving. One is from Becca. I mentioned this before recently. This is the Ombré Rouge eyeshadow palette. And I think the colors are just beautiful, very me. This is my favorite color. And then the Lorac Unzipped Unfiltered palette. I got this for my birthday from my family, and I love this palette. It has like my go-to shades in it, so I've been kind of mixing these two depending on what kind of look I want. So we're gonna first go into Becca, and I'm gonna be taking this kind of light shade, and I'm gonna be putting this with a Morphe M505 brush, and I'm gonna just put this all over the brush, and I'm gonna use this more to just kind of prime and get this all over. These are dusty though, but so is Lorac. So is Anastasia. Like, this color looks bright in the pan, but it's definitely darker on the skin, but it's very, very pretty. Next, I'm automatically going to go in. I feel like that highlight kind of made me look a little greasy. All right, so now I'm automatically going to go into this shade right here. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to be putting that in the crease and also more so in the lid. Like, look at that. Off the bat, there's pigment, color, so beautiful. So I'm going to be putting that. It's very strong, and I didn't really tap off a lot, so if you want to kind of tap off a little bit more, I probably should have. I like building my color more so than having to sit and blend and blend and blend, go over, go over, go over. So that was my fault. But this is a very strong shade. Like, it's like no joke. I'm going to put that up more on. Like, how easy is that? It looks beautiful. Like, it took me 2 tries. The color is so pigmented, so right there. I'm in love with this. So next, what I personally like to do is I like to go into this darker shade. I'm taking the same brush, very easy peasy, and very lightly. I'm gonna put that right in that outer edge. I'm bringing it a little bit towards the crease. Like, these colors together are just gorgeous. So I love these. Boom. Done with my look. I am going to go in with a flat brush from Morphe, and I'm going to go into this first shade that I used. I'm going to put that in the lower lash. Oh, I look real tired right there. I'm going to take a little bit of that last shade and go right on that outer edge. Now, if I wanted to kind of amp up the look a little bit because I want to do more of a day to night or a little bit of sparkle, I'm going to go into this Lorac palette and I'm going to go into a flat brush. I'm going to go into this Luxie brush and I'm going to go into the shade Legit, because I definitely am too legit to quit. And I'm going to go in and put that very lightly. It's a very light shade. Just gives you a little bit of brightness. And you can probably wet it to make more color. I just like how this looks, so that's why I keep it as is. The other metallic shade that they have in this palette is gorgeous, like real gorgeous. So as you can see, it's very lightweight, nothing to write home about, but it's beautiful. This is one of my favorite shades, the shade Unplugged, but we're not going to use that because I'm already so dark on my other colors. So next, we are going to go into the Laura Mercier Instant Ink Eyeliner, felt tip liner. I'm going to shake it up a bit. Actually, really quickly, I want to I'm going to take this Too Faced palette, and I'm going to go into one of their shades. I feel I need a little bit of color underneath the bottom. My eyebrows need groomed so bad. Okay. So next I'm going to go into the ink. I've never used this before, so let's hope for the best. And I'm going to just grab a mirror close to me, one that I could open. Whew. Okay. Very easy to use. Very wet. Very easy to get in that inner corner. That is what the tip looks like. So it'd probably be very easy to do a wing liner with it. Not hating it. I really like this. I really, really like this. Okay, you're going front and center, my friend. I love that. So next we're gonna go into the Mercier mascara. And to be honest with you, I've used this once before. I don't really care for it, but I wanted to show you guys. Before I do, I am going to curl. It's not horrible, but I do feel that there's better alternatives at the drugstore for cheaper amount of money. So all right, so we are gonna go in. A little bit clumpy. This is supposed to give you volume, and it kind of does. I don't know. I just feel for the money. I don't know. Okay, so let's go with the other eye. And I will say, I feel I didn't wipe a lot of my mascara off from last night, so it could be working with a little bit of old residue mascara from L'Oreal and making it like hyped up. I used a waterproof mascara last night, and it was like getting it off, like pulling teeth to getting off. Yeah, you see this eye? This eye's a little bit better. Yeah, I don't care for this. Don't care for it. Don't like it. I think for the money, it's just not okay. I should have did one eye drugstore and one eye this. Yeah, I don't prefer it. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a little bit of e.l.f. And damn it. I hate when I break stuff. We're gonna go in a little bit of e.l.f. and just brighten up the inner corner. Okay, so next we're gonna go into one of my favorite lip liners. This is the Hazelnut from Mercier. I love the shade, it's so pretty. And we're gonna put that on the lip. Very creamy. I actually like that. Next, we're going to go into a lipstick, and I don't really wear lipsticks that much, but this is in the shade 252. I can't read it really much. The sticker's all messed up. My lips are really chapped. Very pretty. Very pretty. I feel a little bit weird. Like I feel like my eyebrows are a little bit sparse, but I don't have an eyebrow product in front of me. There was one I wanted to show you and I can't find it in front of me for the life of me. Okay, let's set the makeup with a little bit of Maybelline. And I think that is all of the products, guys. I'm going to take, while my eyebrows are a little bit wet, I'm going to take a spoolie and just kind of make sure they're in place. They do need groom real bad. So this is the final look, guys. This is what I look like. I feel I need a little bit of eyeliner underneath the lash line, but I feel pretty good. Yeah, so let me rapid fire really quickly through. I feel this video, my videos are becoming way too long. Anyways, I think the foundation I can probably do without, to be honest with you. Thank God I paid for it on sale. I don't hate it. Maybe if I use the Too Faced concealer, I could kind of save the nose section, but it's definitely not full coverage. It's definitely not, you know, glowing from within. I don't know. I just think that's funny, but not bad, not good. I wouldn't spend $48 on it. I would just go and get me this guy right here. The blush, the bronzer, in love with, have been in love with, been using the bronzer all the time. The felt tip liner, so good. Mascara, not really that great. The lip liner and lipstick, I love the colors. Looks good on me. The translucent powder, always a plus. This for highlight, I really, really love it. Not for all face powder. Love the puff. Becca and Lorac, so good. So this is what it looks like. Everything is pigmented, everything is together. So yeah, that is it for me, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment so I know who you are, so you are entered to win future giveaways, and you also have to be subscribed. All right, guys, everyone have a good night, and I will see you guys in my next video.